This is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I've got David Bird back with me. Many times you've been here.
Yes, and good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. You were with Studio Theatre Perth, and you brought a newcomer to FYI with you.
Christine. She's one of the lead actresses in the play.
But she's very familiar with Studio Theatre Perth, I understand.
Yeah.
Been around for a while. How long have you been with the theatre?
With the Studio Theatre about just 3 or 4 years, and
Okay.
before that with the Barn Door Productions.
Okay, all right, all right. And David, you've been with our theatre for a while?
Yes, 30 plus years. So.
Yes, yes, many capacities too.
Yes.
Acting, you've done all sorts of different things. This one, you're a director.
Yes, yeah.
Have you directed before?
Quite a few things. This is one I've wanted to do since I first saw it, and it's been a while since it's been on the stage here, but I can cover that later on. It's got an interesting history, this play.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And we're talking about the Maltese Falcon.
Yes, the
right.
Dashiell Hammett novel. As it happened, the writer, local playwright David Jacklin, was keeping an eye on it, and the Canadian copyright expired before the American copyright.
Okay.
So the minute the Canadian one expired, he started doing an adaptation of it, which was presented on the stage in Perth in 2019. Christine, as I say, was in that. And I went along as an audience member and saw that and thought, well, that's something I'd like to direct down the road. And then as the years went by, it's been on the stage in the United States. It's about to be on the stage in Santa Barbara in the coming year professionally. It's been presented in New Zealand, Australia.
Wow.
So we thought the time was right to maybe do it and bring it back, and so we're remounting it again where it was born here in Perth. So.
All right, all right. So Christine, you've been in both plays.
Yes.
You're acting in it.
Yes.
Are you the same character? Or?
No.
No, okay.
The first production, I played a dual role. I was both the narrator who sets the scenes and the color of what's happening on the stage.
So was that pre-recorded? Was that pre-recorded?
No, it's
or
not.
no,
No,
that was live as well?
I did it at that time from a podium and did it as a director of the action on the stage. And then partway through, I morphed into Herr Gutmann. So I was playing a male role, ostensibly. And I did that as a huge challenge to play a man, right, within that context. And Herr Gutmann, who was a very large, fat man on the stage. It was fascinating to do.
Wow, yeah, a little bit of a challenge to your acting career. Yeah.
Yes, and then this one, I'm Effie, who was the happy secretary, receptionist, office manager for the detective himself.
All right, all right.
She basically makes his life function. So,
Yeah, those people that answered the phone at the front
Yes.
desk.
The gatekeepers.
That's right, that's right. Can you talk a little bit what it's about?
it's a mystery thriller about people pursuing what turns out to be the Maltese Falcon, but what is it? And what is the significant? It's populated with really interesting characters. As it deals with mature themes right the way through, and it really surprised me when I saw it, having not read the book, how back in the 30s they covered things that we thought might have been just recent sort of thing that were covered in film and book. The other thing that struck me about it was, and thinking about it afterwards, is that Hammett wrote his book without any internal monologue for any of the characters. He just describes what happens and what they say.
Oh, okay.
And that translates so well into David's adaptation.
And it's the adaptation, I guess. Like when people write books, they sometimes they don't have in their mind that this is going to be a play or a presentation. Yeah.
And it works. There's a lot of blind alleys, and almost literally, and twists and turns in it, and who is actually quite what they seem. And when there is humor in it, it's dark humor.
So this isn't child friendly, is what you're saying? I think
I am saying it's probably not something you would bring your children to.
Okay.
I'm fortunate in the range and ability of the cast that I have that they can capture it. And I'm also fortunate that I've got some younger people in this one as well. So we've got a complete range and it works inside the storyline. So. Yeah.
Oh wow! So we're talking. It starts.
It opens on Thursday.
Yes, on April 30th.
Yeah.
But it goes for 2 weekends.
2 weekends. Yeah. The matinees are the Saturday and Sunday performances each week are matinees. The 9th, for various reasons, is the matinee doesn't start at 2, it starts at 3, the Saturday the 9th, and that is our 2-week run. So,
Okay. So you run from April 30th to May 10th?
Yeah.
So yes, we've got April 30th, May 1st, 7th, and 8th. Those are 7 p.m.s, the evening ones. May 2nd, 3rd, 9th, and 10th are 2 p.m.
Except the 9th. Except the 9th.
The 9th is 3 at 3 o'clock for that one.
And it's ticket please, as ever, and also at the door. We do sell at the door. So.
You sell at the door, but don't be upset because they sell out, especially your matinees.
We can only, the matinees are, there's a reason, there's a business reason that the theatre went to matinees at the weekends, because it just gets more people, and people seem to have accepted it, and the audience is used to it now.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You could do lunch before or supper after, and then still be home in the evening, sort of thing, too.
That's right. Yeah, that's particularly true in the winter.
Yes, especially people want to get home in their warm house and everything like that, too.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever directed?
I have never directed.
You've never directed? Is it something?
No.
No?
I actually don't want to direct.
Yeah, you leave that to other people.
I'm quite happy to be on stage.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's quite a power thing.
I always like when I have people here from like any theaters or everything, we've got to talk about, you've got 9 actors up on stage. It takes people backstage, it takes people working.
And all the volunteers that we
Yes.
have, and it literally, I mean, it's community theatre, literally community theatre. There's no professionals, there's no one getting honorariums in this.
That's right.
From the tech team, and I mentioned tech, our tech volunteers have basically updated the entire lighting system and the capabilities of include and sound of the studio theatre in the last 18 months.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. It's given me a chance to stage this play in a totally different way than I would have been able to 18 months ago.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That much of a difference.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I just think of how many people it takes to put on a presentation, and it's like everything from, like we say, backstage, the backdrops, the stage, everything.
Yeah, I was just listening to the interview before in relation, they were talking about volunteers. I think it's true in Smiths Falls. I know it's true in Perth that nearly anything worthwhile is only achieved by volunteer effort.
That's right. It really is. People depend on the volunteers too. I have to ask too now, you must have after years and years and years of being in the, where do you keep all your costumes? You must have
and it turns out my wife is in charge of the costumes.
Is she? Okay.
We do have a lockup, but we recently moved there and we had to have a huge cull of costumes, and but it's surprising how quickly that store builds up again.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You keep an inventory. It's amazing. I know what Smith Falls looks like, and it's like you need like the whole second floor almost of the.
That's right. And you think you've got so much stuff, and then you go and look at it and think, oh, for this play we'll have to buy and get some extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, that goes into storage next as well.
Yes, absolutely. And you may have it, but not in the size that you need, So you need some sewers and alterers as well,
That's
too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And as I say, everything about the theatre, everything, it is volunteer-based.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So for more information, if people want to become a volunteer in any way?
Oh, yes, please do come out. Our site, the Studio Theatre site, has information on that, and the other thing is to sometimes just show up.
Yes.
When something's going on there, and speak to someone down in the lobby. They'll take your details quite happily.
Point you in the right direction.
Yeah, might even if something was going on, it might explain what they were doing and what. There's so many ways to volunteer beyond acting. and the front of house. There's, we're always looking for people.
Absolutely.
And we've got, I forget this is terrible, I'm on the board and I've forgotten the date, but we've got the annual general meeting coming up in May fairly soon, and that's on the site as well, which is sometimes a good spot for some people to have their first contact of how the...
That's right, get some information.
Yeah.
And meet some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to mention too, you guys have got an elevator too, so it's accessible.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it is an accessible theatre.
That's
yes.
right, that's right. And
It's upstairs, but it's accessible.
Yes, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for
No,
coming here today.
thank
Once
you.
again, I've got David Bird and Christine Erdos-Malley. I don't know whether I introduced you at the beginning.
No, that's good.
So yeah, Christine and David, thank you very much for coming here, telling us more about the Maltese Falcon. Once again, where do you get the tickets?
Tickets please, or
Tickets,
at the
please.
door.
Or at the door.
Yeah.
But don't be disappointed. I would go on Tickets Please first, for sure. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.